Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna be working on these hoses. Well, this hose came with this compressor, which which we bring during our off-road sessions. Now, originally, this is attached to this, which goes to here, and this is the end. This is where you inflate your tire. And then one time I brought this and I brought a different hose, which is not the same connector. Well, it's the same connector, but it's the opposite. Because, for example, this hose has a male on this side, which goes to the compressor, and the female, which attaches to the gauge. So I accidentally, I don't know if it's accidentally, but I just brought this thinking this compressor is going to be universal. Well, the setup is going to be universal, but it's not. It wasn't. So I had this, and there was no way for me to connect this to the compressor. Even if I had this, there was no way to connect to the compressor because it had the same male side. So I actually modified this so it has the female side, so I can use all my hoses. So whatever I bring will work. And the good thing about this is if you want to extend, you want to have a longer hose, then you can connect this to this and to this. This is the newest hose that I have. Both ends were like this. This was on sale for 15 dirhams, and I just wanted to have additional hose with a bigger inner diameter. We'll get to that, why I wanted a bigger inner diameter, but for now let's finish this setup because we will be attaching this. There wasn't the right nipple for this hose, so all of them are big, and we needed something like this, and I want this to work, so we are going to modify stuff and innovate. So this will connect to here, and then we will grab a little bit of a hose from here to connect from here to here, and there you go, we have a new hose. And this, if you notice that it is wrapped in rubber and insulator, because this gets really hot, so just for you to be able to disconnect and connect it without burning yourself, this is what I did, but then we're gonna remove it now. So this was attached to this before. So imagine I had this and this during one of my off-road sessions. Imagine, what do you think goes into my head? Anyway, so let's get this done first. So I also bought some clamps instead of using lead wire, or what do you call this? Wire or something. So we call it alambre. So instead of using that, I'm gonna use clamps. So if you have something tight like this, so you can put grease to lube it a little. This is just ordinary grease, not so much, but just a little to make it a little bit slippery. And then slide it in. Don't worry about this sliding off. It won't. Once, as I've told you earlier, this gets hot through, you know, convection of the hot air coming out from the compressor, and this will become sticky. I'm very sure about it because I also use it for radiator hoses, and man, you cannot even remove it. There you go, clamp is tightened. Now all we have to do is put the this is a bike interior, so this is just to make your hose insulated so you won't get burned. Now the advantage of this is if you do forget your hoses, you can attach your gauge directly. Okay, so let's put this back and then we'll proceed with the 2 more hoses. So there you go. It's ugly, but it will prevent you from burning your hands. Okay. Hose. Fix the original hose. So this will attach here. Okay, that's in, and then the hose, let's put clamps in. One, we will be needing 3 small ones, and then the hose, big hose. And then this one. Okay.
A few moments later.
You know what? Let's use wire instead of clamps on this side, because I think it's gonna be the same. It's gonna be as tight as the clamp is, but I think it's gonna look neater. So, sure wire. Wrap it around twice, and then make an X. Then use your plier to hold the X, and then twist it. Okay. And we'll just fold this down and then wrap it with tape. I think in the end you will agree with me. Then we will just cut the excess. Don't leave this around. Make sure to throw it in the bin, or else this is a future flat tire for your car and for your bikes. Fold it. Then we will wrap it with insulator. So, I hope you agree that this is neater than those with have clamps. So this is done. Gonna attach it here. One down. So we've got one hose, two hose, and this is the third one. Now I bought this, which will fit here. We will use Teflon. At the same time, I'm gonna clamp this here. I used to have this, way back at home, and this will always break here because this just pops out and this bends, goes kinked here all the time, and then it breaks. So what I'm gonna do is put a big clamp. Which one is the biggest here? So this won't go loose. The Teflon. So putting on your Teflon, make sure that it goes with the tightening, with how where is it? Your nut turns, so it turns this way. The top goes towards you. So I will put the Teflon going towards you. So when I turn this, it will not unwind the Teflon. There we go. And then let's put clamp on the other side too. Okay, so we have 3 hoses now. Let's see if it's airtight. Good. So now the advantage now is if I need a series of hoses, and I can attach this here. And then I can attach this here. And then attach this to my tool. So this is what, 2 car lengths. So now off to the next topic, which is why I want a bigger inner diameter compared to this. This is what came with the compressor, and the inner diameter is really small. I have this in the shop, in the garage, and they're a little bit bigger. And then this is the biggest. Let me set it up and then I'll show you why. So we have the setup ready. So the theory here is that the bigger hose will have lesser resistance as compared to the smaller hose. So you will be able to inflate your tires faster. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna deflate the tires to 0, and then we're not gonna use the pump compressor for the truck. We're gonna use the shop compressor to even up the plane. It will be in full load before we start pumping, and that's it. So we'll start on this one. Tank is full, and we'll deflate the tires. So fully deflated, close the valve, 3, 2, 1. Forty seconds. 50. 7, 8, 9, and we're done. So that's a minute, and we have about a bar, a little bit over 1 bar. So let's deflate it again. So we'll just wait for the compressor to be full again, and then So give it a minute, and then we'll inflate this for a minute. At 0, you can now close the valve. Pressure is full. 1, 2, 3. Seconds. Seconds. 50. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Stop. There you go. It's about a bar and 0.2, I think. So that is a significant increase in pressure. So there goes our video about hoses. So the more bigger your inner diameter is, the faster you're gonna inflate. So that's the topic is all about. Why I bought this, and then not only that, we were able to make all our hoses adapt to each other. So I can bring the orange one, and it will work. I can bring the black one or the yellow one, and I can even connect them to each other. So this will also help me decide on which pipe I'm going to use for my inboard compressor, because this is going to be permanent and it will be lined in four areas. I don't know yet if I'm going to do it in 4 or in 2. I think it's better to have it in 4 areas so that I can inflate the tires all at the same time. So I need a bigger diameter hose, or maybe copper tube. As long as it's bigger, then it will help in, inflating our tires faster. And secondly, the results it's really not that significant, but there's a gain. Imagine this is only 5 bars, which is about 80 psi. My compressor is producing 100 psi, so the gain will be multiplied. So I think that's it. Hope you like this video. So remember, bigger is better. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.